All right. Well, this is quite the news story, and if I'm going to be honest with you, I thought this was a complete troll. I did not believe this was real, but it is real. Elon Musk wants to go to the border, try to solve our issues. Elon bringing us to the moon, to Mars, and now needs to solve the issues at the border. So yeah, this is all legit. I thought it was fake. But let's go ahead and dig into this because it actually makes a lot of sense. When we look into where SpaceX is located and how Elon, it actually benefits him to ensure that the border is secure. And the interesting thing about Elon, he's actually a very patriotic person, and he's really supportive of the United States. And so, again, if you're watching this live, please like this. This is not a troll. This is not fake. This is all legit. Elon Musk says he will visit the U.S.-Mexico border in Texas. Now let's go ahead and read through this article, and then we're going to show you what he saw that sort of made him like, oh crap, this is legit. And then I want to show you guys where he's located. So let's go ahead and get through this because we got a lot of stuff to cover. Tech entrepreneur Elon Musk says he will visit the U.S.-Mexico border in Texas this week to confront the serious issue of border security. So he's well aware that there is an issue at the border. He's calling it a serious issue. Musk replied to a video originally shared by Fox News, and I will show you guys that video here in a second, showing migrants riding on top of a freight train towards the U.S. It is quite a shocking video of how many migrants are heading to the U.S. right now. I spoke with Republican Tony Gonzalez tonight, and he confirmed that it is a serious issue. Musk said late Monday on his social media platform X, which he owns. They are being overwhelmed by unprecedented numbers and just hit an all-time high and is still growing. This is all very true. I'm going to Eagle Pass later this week to see what's going on for myself. Now, if any of you guys are aware of the Mexican border drama, Eagle Pass is like ground zero for where all this goes down. And I will show you guys that as well. Eagle Pass, Texas declared a state of emergency last week due to what is characterized as a severe undocumented immigrant surge into the city over the southern border. I mean, it quite literally looks like a war zone. Migrant encounters at the border rose nearly 27% last month. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys a video that Elon saw, and this is what actually, this is what he freaked out over. He's like, whoa, this is actually getting serious.
Wow, Biden's border crisis, unending and fiercely out of control. Take a look at the middle of your screen. And by the way, we're going to get Brian Kilmeade's take on all of this in a moment when he joins. Stunning exclusive new Fox video of a train packed, car after car, filled with cheering people from all over the globe coming our way. This despite the Vice President Kamala Harris very early on in the administration warning people not to come. Well, they didn't listen to her. But they do know the border is open.
So, okay, that is the video that Elon saw, and then he posted about it on Twitter and was like, is this a legit thing? And it is a legit thing. Now, Eagle Pass, for those of you guys who are not aware, is where the buoys were being placed and where Mexico got really pissed off at Texas and the United States. And the United States sued Texas, and Texas says, we don't care. We got to protect our borders. And so this is where Elon will be heading. Now, I actually, when I was doing some research on this topic, apparently these buoys are not doing their job, and they've actually caused a lot more harm and damage. As far as this buoy thing, Texas had a lot of hope with it, but as you can see, the buoys are really not that effective. You can just crawl right over it. So here we go. As far as why would Elon care about the border, and I'm going to be honest with you, I was pretty ignorant to where SpaceX actually was. SpaceX is on the border. It's like on the border. So it would definitely be in the best interest for Elon to make sure that there is a secure border. And he does have a stake in the game. Again, Elon is known to be rather patriotic. He does lean a little bit right. That's why he bought Twitter, X. And so this is definitely an issue that he wants to partake in and potentially try to solve. So SpaceX being right there on the border. Now, this area is not necessarily known for being as dangerous as Eagle Pass, but nonetheless, he is on the border. Somebody said, Elon can ruin so many things at once. He will take us to Mars and he'll fix the border. So yeah, again, if you are just joining us, this is all legit. Elon says he will visit the U.S.-Mexican border. Now, as far as what he can do or can't do, maybe he might invent some sort of new wall technology or some sort of deterrent, more reconnaissance assets, because the U.S. military really has their hands tied behind their backs. Shout out to these combat engineers right here. Sapper Seahorses, I see that patch. United States military is on a all defensive role, no attacking, and they really can only do so much. As far as setting up C-wire or concertina wire, razor wire, other than that, border security, homeland security are the ones who are doing all the work. So it'll be interesting to see if Elon thinks maybe implementing more military assets. I am curious to see what he has to say about all of this. President Biden's solution, of course, has been deploy more troops, just like every other U.S. president to a solution. Just send the troops. President Biden has sent in 800 more active duty troops to already about 2,000 National Guard members, 2,100 National Guard members who are on this border mission. Now, more specifically, we are talking about Texas, where a lot of this is going down. Somebody said, do you love Elon? I'm just reporting the story. Base Thunder. What a great name. So yeah, the other really big issue is that Homeland Security, the border guards, they also are just swamped. They can't do anything about what's happening. And they're facing migrants, a lot of people who are trying to find a better life, but they're also facing cartel members. And beyond cartel members, there's also been a new report of you're getting a lot of migrants actually coming from Africa. So this is a multi-complex, this thing is so confusing. You have African migrants bound for U.S. use Nicaragua to bypass the Darien perils, which, if you guys are not aware, is one of the most dangerous forests in the world. I had no idea. Well, I'll show you guys that in a second. Again, if you guys are watching this live, please like the live. Helps out a lot. Now, this is interesting because this sort of segues into a lot that we've been covering, how the United States' involvement in Africa is actually directly affecting Mexico. Especially like countries, Mali, Niger, what's called the Sahel region of Western Africa. And so you have African migrants and asylum seekers heading to the United States are flying to Nicaragua to bypass the Darien Gap, a dangerous jungle system connecting Panama and Colombia. And real quick, I'll show you what that looks like. Here's the Darien Gap over here, Colombia into Panama. And I was wondering, what makes this so dangerous? Oh boy, it's dangerous. All right. This is crazy. Ready? Okay, so the Darien Gap. You got to face vipers. You have to face traffickers who might stop you and try to extort you for money. You got to face Brazilian wandering spiders, black scorpions, the jungle heat and dirty water, spiked chunga palm trees. No idea what that is. Sounds scary to me. Ticks. Trench foot, which I've had in the army. Still suffer from it. Bot flies. Nasty stuff. And Cold War munitions. Just to name some of the stuff that these migrants are facing when coming to the United States. So these guys are desperate. Talk about the Roman Empire. I already did that in college. So yeah, again, like I had said, a lot of these migrants are actually coming out of Africa, but more specifically, the migrants hailed from Mali, Angola, Guinea, and Senegal. And almost all said they knew about the dangers of the Darien, which can only be traversed on foot. Several said they had gone to Nicaragua after hearing very bad stories about the area. Something else that's interesting is that I want to live in safety, said one of the travelers, claiming to have paid a trafficker more than $10,000. So this is a very real threat, the traffickers and the cartel. So if Elon wants to partake in this task of trying to secure our border, this is the opposition. Now, I'm not about to sit here and say that all migrants are bad people, because that's not true. A lot of these guys come in good faith, but they're trying to get here for a better life. But again, Elon will now be facing the battle with the cartel, and I really hope he's careful. Because in particular, the Gulf Cartel, where he's at, right across the border from him, is a very dangerous cartel, and they mean business right here. So again, it is rather interesting to see that, I think Elon knows the implications of joining this task other than being like, I'm going to help out. Because when you help out and you deter these people, you're taking money out of their pockets and they'll do whatever it takes to get over here. What's up, Riss? Love you, sister. And Junior Brown, thank you for the $2 donation. Something else to understand and why Elon, again, has to be a little careful. We also have Cartel in the United States beyond our borders. And so, yeah, I'm not saying if as soon as Elon gets involved, he's under major threat. He is one of the richest people in the world, the richest person in the world. He runs SpaceX, so he's already a high-value target. But again, I don't think Elon has any issues with the cartel. But now that he's like starting to be like, I want to get involved, I'm going to go visit the border, you might start to instigate something. Some other people who are trying to get involved, of course, a lot of candidates, Nikki Haley, Donald Trump, and Mr. DeSantis, who want to call the cartel terror organizations. I think a lot of that will come into play. I don't think it'll ever pass on the federal level, but definitely on the state level, you got Texas calling them all terror groups. Riss is my sister in Christ, yes. Governor Abbott designates Mexican cartel members as terror organizations. So yeah, that's currently what's going on. Mr. Elon attempting to join and fight the border crisis. All legit stuff. And he'll be here this week. So, of course, I definitely want to follow up on this and see what he has to say, because he definitely is somebody who likes to overachieve, heading to the moon, heading to Mars. Now he's over here stateside. So, yeah. All right. That's what's going on. Thank you guys for liking the live stream. Make sure you guys go like and comment the posted video. I'm curious what you guys have to say. I'm curious if Elon will be able to solve the issue. I doubt it, but he'll try. Why not? Throw in some more billions of dollars into the border crisis. All right. Thank you guys for being here. And we'll see you all later. Thank you, everybody.